Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here. Do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, guys. I try to put gaming content out like this on a steady basis, and if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. Now with that said, today's video, I want to show you guys a couple of new games that I picked up, but I also want to show you guys something that I got in the mail that I definitely was not expecting at all. So let's just dive right into it. I can't wait to show you guys this stuff. So first of all, I was at my local GameStop and I kind of stumbled upon a game that I've been looking for a bit. Now, not an expensive game by any means, but you know, it really is a good idea to go and check out Wii games, Wii U games, PS3 games, Xbox 360 games, you know, if you're looking for them, especially if you collect and you're looking for, you know, certain titles that haven't been there, but you got to periodically check to see if something new came in, somebody returned something, wanted to trade it in, whatever, you know, maybe another store shipped it. So I was stumbling around the Wii section and I bumped into this gem that I've been looking for, and that is No More Heroes, the first one. And I've been looking for this game for a while and just have not seen it anywhere. And it's crazy because my buddy Dan from the GameStop, he actually looked up this game in the whole area. None of the GameStops had this game. They didn't have the second game. All these games were just, you know, I've been looking for this for a while and it was nowhere to be found. So it was pretty cool how it just showed up out of nowhere. I was definitely not expecting to see this. It just, there it was sitting there. You know, a complete copy, so that was really good. I mean, everything's in decent shape. The disc isn't bad. The case is in really good shape. It's got the manual and everything, so I was definitely excited to pick this up. If you're not familiar with this game, it's Travis Touchdown. They recently came out with the game on the Switch. No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Again, I believe it was called. I actually have it, but it's a little bit different than the normal style of gameplay. But still, it's an okay game. I know some people didn't care for it, but it wasn't bad. It had some good qualities and not so good qualities. But they're going to be coming out with a third one of these, and I can tell you right now, I'm pretty excited to play that one. All right, so moving along. If you've seen my last pickups video, I winded up picking up a Castlevania game on the DS. I winded up having a choice of all the DS Castlevania games. Unfortunately, they were all loose cartridges. I want to get them all, you know, complete at one point, but I was like, you know what? I picked up Order of Ecclesia. That was one that I picked up. I used a donor case because it just was just the game, and I have that right here. So that's the one that I just recently showed. And I got talking in the comments to my buddy Pat from the channel that used to be Game On that is now Show Me Retro. If you haven't seen his channel, definitely do yourself a favor, go check Pat out. His channel is really cool. But he was like talking about this game, Dawn of Sorrow, and he was like, man, you gotta play that, that's a great game. And I was like, I know. It was like, man, you know, it made me think, and I wanted to get it. So you know what, I went back and I picked it up and I put it in a donor case too. So now I got 2 out of the 3 Castlevania games on the DS. I'm sure they're all equally great. They use the Symphony of the Night style of gameplay, and Symphony of Night is absolutely awesome. I can play that game anytime. I just never get tired of it. So really excited to have this in my collection now. Now I just got to find the box art and the manual so I can complete it. But that's something I will be looking forward, or be looking for. So all right, moving along here. Now I recently got the misprint of Darksiders on the Nintendo Switch, and I ended up getting a sealed copy of this, but I really want to play this game on my Switch. Now I do have this on other consoles, and I do have it on my Xbox Games Pass on the Xbox One, but I want to be able to play this on my Switch because I can play it portably, and you know, it's a cool game. So what I did is I winded up picking up a used copy of the regular version. So Now I do not have to worry about opening this. I can play the game on my Switch, and you know, I'm really happy. And I was thinking about doing this for a little bit, but it was definitely time, because this thing is just making me want to open it, and I really don't want to do that. So I finally picked up the regular version, and it was pretty cool. You know, just checking out the boxes next to each other, and you can just see how much cooler the misprint looks. That black is absolutely awesome and just totally fits this game. But there was something else on the back that I thought was weird. Basically, in the bottom left-hand corner, there is writing, and what that is it's an epilepsy warning, basically. And the misprint doesn't have the epilepsy warning. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe they just totally I don't know. Maybe they just didn't like the color red, I guess. I don't know. But I just thought that was interesting, and I wanted to let you guys know, you know, that was another difference on the box. I thought was a little weird. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because of this item I got from Limited Run. Now, this is something that I ordered a while back. Limited Run takes a long time when you order stuff directly from them, I gotta say. I've got a few things from them, and I've waited up to a year to get things that I ordered. And you forget about this stuff. I mean, you might have it in the back of your head so you don't totally forget, but you don't know when it's coming. I mean, these things just show up out of nowhere. And today I had a package show up out of nowhere, and it was the Star Wars on the NES that I ordered, and I was shocked to see this. I thought I'd never see this, honestly. It just felt like it was so long ago at this point. You know, it came with a little Limited Run card or whatever. It got the Star Wars, you know, logo or whatever. I guess there's different ones. $4.94 was a little cooler because it actually had the cover of New Hope on it. But this is fine, you know, whatever. There was multiple games, well, NES version and Game Boy version of these, and it shows it on the back. They also have different, at different times they had different ones you could get. Like you could get Empire Strikes Back, and each time you could either get the NES version or the Game Boy version. Well, I gotta say, that was really tough to choose, because I wanted the NES version, but the Game Boy version would be cool too. But the box on the Game Boy version looks really cool because you get to see the artwork. On the NES one, it's buried behind there. Actually, behind this is the cover to A New Hope, which you can see what the cover looks like on the back on the Game Boy version, but you really can't see it on here unless I would open it up, which they make it so you can open this up, and it looks like they make it so you can reseal it. This is basically meant to, you know, hang on a peg on your wall or whatever, to represent like a toy, you know, like if it was a toy hanging at the store or whatever. But obviously these are for collectors. I'm not going to open this. This is definitely not, I'm not going to open. I don't need to open to play this game. I already have a way to play this game. I have it on my modded NES Classic, so there's not any real reason for me to want to dive into this cartridge. Plus, I could probably buy it for dirt cheap anyway, because honestly, it's not a very good game. But I did wind up ordering this one. I ordered Empire Strikes Back, which you can see on the back. Comes in a red cart, and when I get that, I'll show that as well, because I just think these are really cool. Like I said, I really wanted to get the NES version. It just came at like the worst time, and with these, it was kind of like order them now or forget it. You got to buy it from a scalper. So I had to order it right then, and I didn't have enough money, or I would have just bought the whole kit with all of them in there. Because they had N64 games, they had like coins, and I want to say coins and all kinds of cool stuff. And I really wanted those Game Boy games as well, but I just didn't have the money for them, so I just settled on the NES cards. This one looks really cool, I gotta say. That like clear blue looks awesome. I really like the way this looks. The way this looks. It It looks really cool. And the next one is the Empire Strikes Back one, which is the red cartridge that I'll be getting. And I also ordered Star Wars Shadows of the Empire for the Nintendo 64, which comes in a purple cartridge and has Darth Vader on it. So that's really cool. And I have no idea when these are going to show up. As you can see, here's all of them on the back. Now, there was one more that they're not showing, and that was actually Boba Fett, and it was on the PlayStation 4. So I imagine it's obviously an HD version of the game. And that's why I actually thought about getting that, because I would like to play that game in HD. That would be awesome, because that game actually came out like on the GameCube. I want to say maybe PS2. There was that era of systems. So the fact that it was on a PS4 Blu-ray disc was pretty cool. And you know, it just kills me that it came at like the worst time where I just didn't have the extra cash to pick the stuff up. But really cool regardless. I do like how this looks, and it is neat that you can like actually pull these out and then put them all. You can put it back in there for displaying purposes if you want to play the game as well. I don't know how good this thing would actually close back up, being that it is like punctured in the back so you can put your finger in and peel that. But it says like, collect all 6 Star Wars blister packs by Limited Run Games. Be on the lookout for more officially licensed Star Wars products brought to you by Limited Run Games. But pretty cool that they actually got the license for this stuff. You know, they're really on top, man, with the limited stuff. I'll tell you, this is definitely a cash grab, but definitely something for collectors of Star Wars and a video game. So this is kind of like, this got all kind of collectors all over it. I mean, I had my credit card ready to go, and as fast as I could type that stuff in, you know, I was worried I was going to lose even an opportunity to get one of these. But each time I was able to secure, you know, whatever version I was trying to get. But I want to say the Game Boy version of this, I want to say it sold out in like 2 to 3 minutes. This one sold out in about 9 or 10 minutes. Just a rough estimate, because I was kind of watching the time and watching it on there. Just I wanted to see how fast they sold out, and it was like that almost every single time. I was blown away. I want to say the Empire Strikes Back, I think, even sold a little quicker for the NES. Actually, it did. For the NES cartridge for Empire Strikes Back, that one sold quicker than this one. But still, this was gone within 10 minutes. So it just goes to show you that these things, you know, it was like, have the money then or have to buy off eBay or somebody upcharging you. Because these things, even the pre-orders, they were upcharging people, and even now these things are priced more than obviously what we would have paid for them. But you know, what do you guys think of this? Do you think this is cool? Are you guys into Star Wars? Have you ever played this game? Because like I said, it's not good. Definitely not one of NES's finest, that's for sure. But let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, guys. Like I said, I try to put gaming content out like this on a steady basis. Try to do it every day if I possibly can. But that's it, guys. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one.